Welcome everyone to the girls basketball matchup between the Cascade Cougars and the Philomath Warriors. Got a little late start here, scrambling after wrestling practice, but we are here now. It's currently 3-2 in the just 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Warriors are currently trailing to the Cougars by 1. Thanks all for tuning in from home. If you couldn't make it in person, we have an incredible matchup on our hands. Warriors currently ranked first in the 4A, and Cougars trail not far behind in third place. Here's Sage Kramer on the inbound, and she will draw the foul. Yes, an outstanding matchup tonight between both teams. Kramer gets that one to go. And Kramer gets one of those to go to tie it up here. Pobelson on the drive. And Abigail Brown with the rebound. Here comes Reagan Larson up the court. And that is picked away by Tobiasen. Tobiasen kicks this to Natalie Federico. Back to Tobiasen. And Reagan Larson will come up with the rebound. Kramer now in a double team trap. Abigail Brown on the screen. They kick it over to Reagan Larson, but that three will be no good. Tobiasen setting the offense up, kicks it to number 23, Kenny Coleman. Mia Carley on the drive, and she'll draw the foul on Kay Bacho. She'll shoot 1 and 1. Excuse me, it'll be 2 shots. Last game, the Warriors only had 12,000 combined in the entire game. And already in foul trouble here. And junior Mia Bennett will now check in for Kay Bacho, coming off the bench. Only one player out of either roster is an underclassman. Excuse me, 2, and that would be on the Warriors. Sophomores Annika Tyron and Clara Stanley. But as for the Cougars, all juniors and seniors on this roster. Very experienced group. Has been extremely competitive and 4A play thus far. And Carleo missed that one. Here comes Kramer up the court. Here's Bennett on the edge. Inside is Kramer. Kicks it back over to Bennett. She'll save it, swing it over to Reagan Larson. Larson will kick it to Haley Couture, who posts up in the paint, and she'll get that one to go. That'll give the Warriors their first lead of the game. Tobiasen kicks it over now to Kenna Coleman. Back to Tobiasen. Inside now is Abby Giopson. Up top now. Working inside, but blocked by Abigail Brown. Here's Reagan Larson now. Down in the corner is Bennett. It'll stay in the Warriors' possession. Inside now is Abigail Brown on the spin, and she'll draw the foul. She will miss that one. But just inning. This will be a defensive heavy game. Both teams take pride in their defense as well as trying to score on each other's offense. Here now is Federico. Kicks it over to Tobiasen on the edge. Kicks it over now to Coleman. And here's Tobiasen for three. That'll be just short. Here's Coleman on the floater. No good. Rebounded by Coleman herself. Here now on the drive. Blocked by Abigail Brown. Tobiasen working inside with the Euro step. No, won't go. And Reagan Larson will be fouled in her rebound attempt. Larson, stolen by Coleman. And Larson will draw the foul. Coleman will now shoot two at the line. The Cougars currently only have one loss on the season thus far, and that came against Silverton, a 5A school, and that was a 25-56 loss, while the Warriors, on the other hand, have two losses on the season, one to Silverton as well, and then also to 5A Corvallis, who is also a very competitive team in the 5A conference. So both teams are very competitive, and it will be a slaughter back and forth battle. Punches will be thrown. Here's Larson on the drive. Won't go. Rebounded by herself. And now up the court is Tobiasen on the breakaway. Here comes Coleman. That won't go. Rebounded by Abigail Brown. And here the Warriors come back. Couture to Bennett in the corner. She works the screen. She'll shoot a three in the corner. That won't go, though. Rebounded by Larson. Inside is Abigail Brown, and she'll get that one to go. Here comes Tobiasen. Over to the edge to Federico. Looking to set something up. Tobiasen for three. And she will hit it. Ariel Tobiasen with a big three. Kramer back in the game now. Bennett on the edge. It's stolen by Coleman. For three is Coleman. That won't go, though. Up the court now. Here's Bennett in the corner. Looking to set something up there at the end. But the Warriors won't get a shot, but they will hang out on to the first quarter lead 8-7. A very much a defensive battle and a rowdy physical game thus far. 3 fouls on the Warriors, 6 fouls on the Cougars after a quarter. Boy, oh boy, do we have a good one, folks. This will be the Warriors' biggest test of the season as far as the remaining schedule. As these league opponents, this is their hardest league opponent. But both rosters are very tall in height, with an average height of 5'6" to 5'7" as far as the girls' roster. But the Warriors do have a large presence with 2 6-footers, with Cassidy Lewis reigning at 6'1", and then Abigail Brown at 6'3", as along with Kramer at 5'11", and Annika Tyron at 5'10". So the height advantage does go to the Warriors, but both teams are very scrappy. Here we go now. We got Kramer looking inside on baseline. Rebounded by Abigail Brown. She'll go up, but it won't go. Here comes Federico. Up the court to Coleman. Though she'll try and save it, but it'll be stolen by Couture. Couture looking for options. Cougar defense is swarming her. Larson. Here's Couture in the corner. Cougar defense doing a good job, and that results in a turnover for the Warriors. Here comes Federico up over the court. Tobiasen kicks it to the corner. And inside now. Jeppesen looks for there. Up the court now to Kramer. Looks at baseline. Larson for 3. Won't go. And that'll be rebounded by Emma Clinton. Tobiasen over to Clinton. That'll be just short. And rebounded by Jeppesen. And she'll draw the foul on Abigail Brown. Very physical defensive game, as you can see. Here comes the other 6-footer into the game, Cassidy Lewis, to check in for Brown. Warriors need a large presence down in the paint. Here's Tobiasen at the top of the key, looks over across the court to Federico. And that'll get a hand check on Haley Couture. Tobiasen over to Federico. Warriors looking up to set up their defense. And kind of just passing back and forth with one another. And that'll be tipped out of the hands of Jeppesen and right into the hands of Larson. Here's Larson inside. Oh, what a pass by Bacho. And it appeared to be a travel by Kramer, but a nice quick reaction. Great pass by Bacho. Just weren't able to finish it off. But here come the Cougars now. Federico in the corner to Tobiasen on the baseline. Warriors looking to trap. And that'll be stripped away by Kramer, who works up, looking to drive on 2 defenders, and that won't go. A scramble on the ground now. The Cougars come up with it. And in the fast break, transition is Tobiasen. That won't go. And she'll step out of bounds, resulting in Warrior ball. And Bennett will check back into the game for Haley Couture. While Mia Carly will check into the game for Abby Jepson. Neither team has scored yet in this second quarter. Here's Bennett on the drive to the right. Kicks it over to Bacho. Up to the top of the key is Larson now. Bennett, it gets stripped away by Coleman. Coleman on the drive on Bennett. And Bennett will foul Coleman, sending her to the line. Cougars looking for their first points of the quarter here. That one will go in and out. And she'll hit the second to tie this game up, 8-8. Here's Larson now over inside to Lewis. And Kramer tries to recover on the ground now. And it appears to be a jump ball. But it'll stay in the Cougars' possession. Bacho looking to trap. She'll tip that away. Both teams looking to get physical inside. Each team approaching bonus. In the corner now. That three won't go from Clinton. But here's to Bison now inside to Mia Carly, who will give the Cougars the lead. Here's Kramer over to Larson. Kicks it over to Bennett. Back to Larson for three. Bang! She hits that one. Gets the lead right back. Up the court is Tobiasen. Oh, tipped up by Bennett. And she'll try and save. Clinton will try and save for the over and back. Here's on the drive now is Kramer. Kramer will get her own miss. Get her own rebound. Work on a drive. Kicks it out to Bennett. And the Warriors will look to reset. On the screen is Lewis. Over to Bennett on baseline. On the drive now is Kramer. Pull-up jumper. Won't go. And that'll be rebounded by Tobiasen. Kicks it up to the court to Clinton, and she will hit it. Excuse me, Mia Carly. Mia Carly making an impact off the bench. Over for three is Bennett. Won't go. Rebounded by Lewis. Inside. Kicks it out to Larson for three. Won't go. And stripped away by Kramer. And the Warriors will be right back in the lead. Tobiasen over into the corner now is Jamie Bangert. For three is Coleman. Excuse me, Clinton. Kramer working off the double team. And the Warriors will call a timeout. 13-12 is the score in the Warriors' advantage with 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Ooh, what a physical second quarter it has been. Both teams are up to 6 fouls, except the Cougars already had 6 fouls in the first quarter, but they have dialed back now and still have just remained with their 6 fouls. But the Warriors, on the other hand, with just 2 fouls in the first quarter and are now up to 4 fouls. Each team coming up with big stops on defense and keeping each other honest. Very physical down low in the paint with each team working drives. Each team trying to get their outside shots going, but they don't appear to be falling yet. And so we'll see what adjustments the Warriors will make to try and finish out this half strong and try and extend their lead. Or if the Cougars will keep them, let's try and stay in this game. But boy, this is going to be a good one, folks. And we're back now. It'll be the Warriors ball here on the baseline. Couture will toss it in. Over to Kramer, and Warriors will look to set it up. Larson over to Kramer. Drives, pull up Jay, and she'll get that one to go. Kramer with the bucket. Over to Cornell, to Bison, over to Coleman. And now Federico working the double team, almost stripped away by Bennett. Both teams working inside now, looking to trap. Warriors doing a good job of shutting down the offense and blocked by Brown. Good defensive hold there for the Warriors, not allowing the Cougars to get ball movement inside. Cougars are looking for options, but they'll get it into Tobias and at the top of the key. He's Federico on the edge. Over to Tobias and to Coleman. And Tobias will look inside. They'll kick it over to Coleman for three. That won't go. Rebounded by Brown. And up the court here is Kramer. Looking to set up the offense now. Kramer works off the crossover. Step back, Jay. That won't go. Tipped away. Attempted to be saved by Brown. And that'll be stripped away from Kramer. And that'll go up to Carly. That will miss, though. She'll rebound it. And that'll miss again. And finally, the Warriors will get it back in their possession. So the Warriors stay alive. Here's Couture for three. And that'll be an over the back foul on Abigail Brown. Attempting the rebound. And Kramer will check out of the game, and as well as Abigail Brown and Cassidy Lewis. And Kay Bacho will once again come in, looking to keep the momentum going into the half, trying to keep their three-point lead. Just 48 seconds to go. And Abby Jepson will be at the line here. And she'll make the first. And Kemi Olivia will check in for Mia Carly, who's been having an incredible impact off the bench in this game. That one will go in and out and be rebounded by Larson. She'll pressure off to Bison. Double team, no good, and it is over to Couture for three. Won't go. Couture looking inside for Lewis, and Lewis will get fouled on the baseline by Coleman. And she'll be shooting 1-1. Kramer will check back in to try and finish. Lewis will hit the first. Big free throw from Lewis. That one will miss. And it will stay the Warriors' ball. Ooh. Kramer initially tipped it, but then it appeared to go off the Cougars. And Olivia and Carly trading back and forth. Here's Lewis on the edge, kicks it up to the Couture. She'll kick it over to Kramer. Here now is Couture looking inside, pull up Jay. Won't go. That'll be rebounded by Federico. Over to Tobiasen for three. Won't go. Rebounded by Kramer. Under 10 seconds remaining. Looking to drive. A Euro step in the lane. And she'll get that to go. And that will give the Warriors an 18-13 advantage going into halftime. Good, strong finish at the end of the half for the Warriors. Great way to finish the half for the Warriors there. Great, strong finish. And they have their biggest lead of the game right now. 5-point lead going into the half, looking to continue to try and fix some things up, trying to increase their ball pressure. They did good job getting good looks in the first half. I mean, they really did. They got good setups in the post, as well as great looks outside. Seems as though the Cougars were looking for the Warriors to try and threaten them. But obviously, they didn't feel a need to be threatened, as the Warriors didn't make as many triples as they would have liked to. But they did hit a few, and that has gotten them into their lead. Hopefully, more of those shots will start to fall down so that they can continue to extend their lead in the second half. But a great defensive performance for the Warriors. And today, we'll have a halftime performance on our Blake's Take halftime. This will be the Philomath Shining Stars dance team. And we'll let them perform. Very nice, very nice. Good to see. Good to see the other programs getting involved in our incredible event tonight with our two big matchups against the Cascade Cougars. And we'll also have the halftime shoot for our Philomath ASB program. It'll be $1 per shot, and each student gets an attempt. one shot, and if they make it for $1, they will get a large 2-liter soda. And this has been a tradition that has been going on for the Warriors for quite some time. And they have, it's been a great fundraiser for all of our programs here at the high school, especially our ASB student leadership program. All the majority of these funds go back into our Special Olympics basketball team, which has been truly an inspiration to all of our students at PHS to watch those who aren't necessarily uh, capable to play in the normal activities at PHS, but are fully capable to be a part of the Special Olympics team and show what talents and continue to express their passion for. And so, in any way we can support that at this school, we try to do so. And this halftime fundraiser is a great part in doing that. ASB Cup upcoming event for that will be their Polar Plunge, which will also, many of those proceeds will go back into the Special Olympics basketball team. And that'll be sometime in February. Many of the students from Philomath High School will gather, and many other schools as well, and they will jump into the Willamette River, freezing cold in the morning, in support of Special Olympics. So it's great to see the Special Olympics getting involved and all they're doing to make Philomath High School the great place it is today. So as you can see, we have the Cascade Cougar boys warming up over there, and they are quite a studly group to say the least. They come into this matchup against the boy Warriors with a 7-2 record, with only their losses coming to last year's state champion in the Marshfield Pirates, and the other loss coming to the Silverton boys, which was also who the girl Warriors lost to in their second loss of the season. Silverton has a great group over there, as you can see, but this is going to be a heavyweight fight. As you can see over there, the Cougars have some height, to say the least. They have Dominique Ball reigning at 6'11", and then both Ty Best and Jackson Walsh both being 6'7", and then several other players over 6 feet tall. So the Warriors are going to have to bring their A game, with both Ty May and Chad Russell trying to hold this reigning incredibly tall roster and trying to contain them inside. And both on the outside, both teams have incredibly sharp shooters on the edge. And the Cascade group, much younger, has 3 freshmen, in fact, on the roster, as well as one sophomore, Roman Farrell. While the Warriors do have some more experience, arguably 2 of their better players have been Preston Kramer and Jacob Peters, who have contributed at a high level, both down low in the paint as well as up top, with Kramer up on the edge with his sharp shooting abilities. It'll be a tough matchup, to say the least, tonight for both the boys and the girls. The girls are doing well thus far, but I know it's going to be a tough challenge for the boys tonight. The key to them winning, I really say, is controlling the paint and staying strong on defense. It is going to be difficult to contain those tall figures in the paint, but if Russell and Peters, and as well as even May, can shut them down defensively, as well as get their rhythm going from the outside, as well as work on the inside, then that is the keys to this game for the Warriors, offensively and defensively, for their success. As far as for the Lady Warriors, the rest of the half, I'd say they just got to keep up their tempo and trying to push the pace, set the tone, and get those transition points and start getting those good looks that they got set up in the first half to fall. They really got good looks set up. Their offense was flowing. Really, both offenses were doing well. The Warriors, defensively, I thought they did great in the first half, and I just think they need to continue to improve on just staying humble, staying true to what they know, and continuing to stay disciplined down in the paint and on the edge, because The Cougars are taking some deep shots, and they have to be ready for the Warriors have to be ready because one of them is eventually going to fall. But the Warriors are getting good looks on the outside, and those will eventually fall. They're ruling the paint on the inside right now. And Kramer, once again, as usual, is leading the Warriors in their lead thus far, 18-13. Both teams will get a fresh set of fouls, which will be nice. But it'll still be a physical second half, I expect, with these two longtime rivals. Second half, here we come in 30 seconds. And here we go, folks. Second half is rolling. Where Stardust will be back in the game as well as the Cougars. Here's Couture over to Larson now. Looking to set things up, but Cougars come out strong defensively, and they get the steal. Tobias and over to Coleman. Coleman will shoot that three, and that will be off the mark. Couture now pushing the pace in transition, and that'll be stolen away, but recovered back by the Warriors. Here's Larson now over to Couture. Warriors trying to set up their offense. Get a good looks again. Kramer over to Brown. Looking inside for Larson, but she'll get Couture, and she'll drive, put up a shot, but that will not go, and that'll be rebounded by Coleman. Good defensive stand by the Cougars there, not allowing the Warriors to get their looks outside or inside. Here's Tobias inside now. And Carely will look to draw the foul, but she won't get it. And the Warriors will get it back. Kramer coming off the screen from Brown. Kicks it over to Larson. Couture now. Looks cross court to Kramer for three. And that'll be off the mark and roll out of bounds. Cougars ball. And Tobias will take it up the court. Federico. Warriors looking to make a defensive hold of their own. Federico looking. And Jepson. Warriors continuing to make the Cougars work. And that'll be stolen away by Bacho. Great defensive stand by the Warriors, staying patient and disciplined. Up the court now is Kramer. And she will be called for a charging foul. Interesting call there. Couture getting great ball pressure up top. Inside now is Carly, but that'll be blocked by Brown. Abigail Brown has been dominating defensively and offensively. What a night she is having. Couture over the kicks it to Bacho. Pump fake. She'll dish it inside to Brown. Great pass from Bacho to Brown for the connection. And that'll give the Warriors their first points of the second half. And the Cougars will call a timeout with 4:51 remaining in the third quarter. Incredible defense by the Warriors, being very patient, very disciplined, and not let the Cougars do what they want to do. And offensively, the Warriors struggled a little bit at the start, but stayed true to themselves and got the look they wanted there from a great pass from Bacho and great connection to Abigail Brown. And Abigail Brown, can't talk enough about her and all that she is doing in the paint to shut down the posts and not let the Cougars get the shots they want to get and the looks they want to get inside. And the Cougars are sure using her to their advantage offensively, as we just saw there. The Cougars will take it out on the side here. And here we go now. It's Tobiasen up to Coleman, but she'll fumble that one. Pressure up top. Here's Kramer looking for a steal. But Coleman will recover. Get this inside to Jepson. He'll bank that one off the glass to give the Cougars their first points of the second half. Here's Larson on the drive. Will look for Brown, but trying to do a little too much there. And the Cougars were able to steal it away. Mia Bennett will check in for Larson. Larson really the flow of this offense. What a great floor general she is in commanding this Warrior offense. And on the edge is Federico. Couture attempted to steal, but Tobiasen will make her eat that one as she hits the jumper. And the Cougars are coming with their defense, and they've closed the lead to 20-17. Warriors still lead, but the Cougars are coming hot defensively. Tobiasen over to Coleman. Trying to work on Brown. Coleman for three. That won't go, but it'll be rebounded by Casey. And it will be a foul on, I believe, Couture. And it will be Couture. So now Carly will shoot 2 free throws. And Cassie Lewis will now check in for Abigail Brown. She's put in a heck of a third quarter and definitely needs to get some fueled up for this fourth quarter as Cougars are closing in. I believe the key in the end of this game will be who made more free throws, because it is a matter of getting to the line and knocking those shots down. It's such a hard time getting presence offensively, getting their offensive set up. Here's Couture now from a cross-court pass from Kramer, inside from Lewis. And she'll draw the foul. Larson will check back in now for Bacho. Lewis up top, and now Kramer inside, looking to work off the double team, and she will get that bucket. Good look for Kramer. Her first points at the second half. Inside Coleman to Jepson. And 3 in the key for Jepson. Once again, a good defensive hold down low for the Warriors. And a full court press the Cougars are putting on now. See if the Warriors can work through it. But Coleman gets the steal, and she'll have the breakaway layup, and she'll get that one to go. 20-22. Kramer trapped in the corner. Gets it up to Larson. Fumbles that away. Tobiasen gives it to Kramer. And Kramer will look for Bennett. Bennett goes up for the lay, and she'll get that one to go. Great finish by Bennett. Federico cross court to Coleman for three in the corner. Won't go. Rebounded by Kramer. The Warriors will push the pace. Crossover by Kramer. Step back, swatted away. But Couture on the drive. Post up. That won't go, be off the mark. Here inside now is Lewis going up. And it will be a travel on Lewis. Cougars come back with the defensive hold of their own. Coleman cross court to Tobiasen. Back to Coleman now. Looking inside. Casey posts up. Carly posts up. But it'll be tipped away by the Warriors. Warriors trying to contain the Cougars. It's just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here now's Federico up top to Coleman. Warriors able to up now. Federico gets that one to go on Lewis. Federico making a nice move on the bigger and taller Lewis. Here over cross court. Three is Larson, but that will be off the mark. And it'll be rebounded by Coleman. Up the court now. Jepson going up. Rebounded by Bennett. Here come the Warriors. In transition. And there will be a foul on. That'll be a foul on Cascade. So it'll remain Warriors ball. And Cami Olivia will check in for Coleman. Give her a break after all the work she's been putting in. Here now's Larson for three, the sharpshooter, and she will get that one to go. 27-22 is the Warriors' lead. Federico trying to work on the Warriors. Warriors working their trap at the top of the key. Olivia looking inside. And that will not be good from Carly. Here comes Kramer up the court. Kramer step back three. Bang! What a shot by Kramer. What an incredible shot by Kramer. Step back pull up Jay and ices that one. Big shot by Kramer. And a defensive stop to cap it off. Coleman will check back in the game for Olivia. And Anna Wilson will check in for Tobiasen. But Olivia will check back again for Coleman. Lots of roster switches trying. Cougars appear to be doing everything they can to try and stop the Warriors. Up the court, Couture. Clock winding down. She pulls up three. Cougars will try and get one final shot. But the time will run out. So that one will not count. And the Warriors have a strong finish to the third quarter. 30-22, an 8-point lead heading into the final quarter of basketball here. Two big-time shots at the end of that third quarter, one by Larson, and that step-back ice-cold three by Kramer, as she does so well coming through in clutch time. The Warriors were looking for the outside shot all night. They stayed true to it, kept putting up shots, and shooters just keep on shooting, and they were bound to eventually fall, and they just fell right at the right time. for a great, strong finish. So the Warriors had some cushion going into the fourth quarter. But definitely the Warriors cannot let up the gas. They got to keep this motor pumping if they want to keep their distance away from the Cougars. Because the Cougars are sure going to bring their A game defensively, as we saw coming out of halftime. And I'm sure they will keep their full court press on coming into this fourth quarter. So here we go. One more quarter. Warriors lead 30-22. Less fouls right now. Each team only has 2 fouls. So we'll see how physical they get and if this game comes down to the free throws. Here's Tobiasen back in the game. Over to Olivia. And Warriors working their trap as they do so well. Here's Tobiasen on the drive. Pull up J. That will miss everything. Here's Tobiasen for 3. That'll be off the mark. And rebounded by Kramer. Kramer over to Larson. Save that one from a steal. Lewis up in the layup. Spins, rolls around. And she'll be swatted away by Coleman. Defensive stand for the Cougars. Oh, they kick it up the court, trying to put the pressure on, but Meta will recover for the Warriors. Here's Kramer now. Working on Olivia. Over to Larson. In the corner is Bennett. Back to Larson. Good look for 3. That will be off the mark. Good look for Larson, though. She will get that one to fall. Here's Tobiasen on the drive. Left and layup and in the foul. We'll see if she can finish off the 3-point play. Good aggressiveness by Tobiasen there. Here comes Abby Jeppesen back in the game for Cami Olivia. And she will finish off the 3-point play, making it a 5-point game. Larson pushing the pressure. Pivots. Over to Bacho now. Looking inside on Lewis. Hook shot. And she will get that one to hit. Lewis gets that. Lewis was working inside for that shot all night, and she finally gets that one to drop. It's all about consistency with the Warriors staying true to what they are. Here's now Federico on the edge. Over to Coleman. Inside looking for Carly. And it'll be a foul on Lewis on Carly. Federico looking for options. She'll just toss it away to the top of the key for Coleman. Looking to reset things up. Carly looking to work on the trap. Here's Coleman for 3. Big time shot by Coleman. And a steal by Federico. Kramer scrambling on the floor. But it'll stay in the Warriors' possession despite the scare. Cougars pushing the pace now. Couture checks back in the game for Mia Bennett. They've cut the lead to 4 now. Big start for the Cougars in the second half offensively, but here's Kramer on the drive. Up and under for the lay. Here's Coleman. Bacho looking deep, pressing pressure. And she will be called for the foul, but a good defensive pressure trying to get that block. So that'll send Abby Jeppesen to the line. And she'll hit that one. Cougars have been good about their free throws. And continuing to improve, and good impact off the bench was Cassie Lewis there in that third quarter. And she has continued that in the fourth quarter. And key defensive stops and offensive presence by Abigail Brown. Starters back in the game. We'll see what she can do. Larson looking to set things up. Kicks it over to Couture. Here now is Brown up for the layup, and she will get that one to hit. Immediately making an impact once again. Here we go now to Tobias over to Coleman. Coleman looking down low, but kick it over to Tobias up top. Warriors continuing to work their trap with Bacho at the top of the key. Tobias looking to work a drive, and that'll be tipped away by Kramer. And kicking over to the corner, Tobias now looks inside for Carly, and she will get inside of Abigail Brown for the 2. Cutting the lead back to 5. Here's Couture now. Over the top to Brown. What a pass. Great pass from Couture. Just lays that over the top right into the hands of Brown for a sweet finish. And timeout will be taken by Cascade. Brown saves herself from that defensive slide that she let the Cougars get inside of her there, but she recovers with a great pass for Couture for the finish over the top. Warriors managing a 7-point lead now with halfway through the 4th quarter, looking to strong a finish. What a hot start coming out of the 3rd quarter there for the Cougars. That 3-point play and then that 3-point shot. Things were not looking good for the Warriors, but they stay calm, cool, and collected and keep working their offense. We'll see if they can continue to finish strong. Warriors fouled bumped up in the fourth quarter with 3 fouls already. And Cougars were hitting their free throws much better there in that stretch. Cougars have yet to foul, but I'm sure that will change as the Warriors continue to press the pressure on offense. Here we go now. 38-31 is the score with 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in this outstanding rivalry. Here's Tobias at the top of the key. Coleman up to the top for Carly. Shoots a 3. That'll be off the mark and rebounded by Kramer. Here come the Warriors now. Kramer pull up J. Won't go. That'll be just too far. Here's Tobias looking to set the offense up for the Cougars. Coach Silva telling the Warriors not to give up a 3 inside. And luckily, Couture gets looking at that one as Abdi Jepson misses the layup. Larson on the edge kicks it up to the top to Couture. Inside to Brown with another great pass, and she will be fouled. Couture with some nice passes. Getting great looks inside to her fellow teammate, Abigail Brown. The Warriors will now take it out of bounds on the baseline. Larson will throw it in up top to Kramer. Looks on the drive. Tipped up, and she will draw the foul. Sending her to the line. Kramer, a good free throw shooter. We'll see if she can dial these ones in. She'll miss the first. But we'll get the second, extending the Warriors' lead to 8. Here's now Tobias trying to get something going for the Cougars. Warriors continuing to put pressure on defense. Inside now, Carly working on Brown. Brown will block it and get it right back to Kramer. Putting the pressure on Kramer on the drive. Crossover up top. Is Larson thought she was going to shoot the 3 there, but looking to slow things down. Try to maintain their pace. Couture on the drive. Up over to Brown. And another assist from Couture to Brown. The dynamic duo in this game several connections in this fourth quarter. Inside now is Carly, but swatted away again by Brown. Incredible defense by Abigail Brown, shutting down everything the Cougars have in the paint. Pull up J from Couture. That'll be nothing but nothing. And it'll remain Cougars ball after the tip away by Kramer. Warriors have their first double-digit lead of the game with 2:41 remaining as the Cougars take a timeout. Looking to finish off strong are the Warriors here. And just what a fourth quarter for Couture. Incredible passing, great basketball IQ, finding her big teammate Abigail Brown inside for the strong finishes in the paint, getting those easy looks and good finishes up top. Great setups from her to her teammates. Really just the basketball IQ of the Warriors team. Not trying to, they know when to push the pace, but they also know, like Larson was there, had a great open look for three, but she had to decided to slow things down, make sure they didn't turn the ball over, and get a breakaway where the Cougars would be stronger transition. They stayed true there, and Couture kicked it over to Couture, who drove inside and got that great look for Brown to finish that off and run out some clock and get a great finish. And now we will look and see how this game ends. 41-31 is the current score with just under 3 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Here now, Tobiasen kicked it over to Coleman. Tobiasen looking on the drive on the edge. Cougars really have not been able to penetrate inside, but they'll look outside now from Coleman, but that'll be just short. Tobiasen kicks inside to Carly, working on Brown, and she'll put up her own shot, getting her own rebound. And another offensive rebound for the Cougars, but finally Brown will get it back for the Warriors. Here's Couture looking to set things up. She picked up her dribble. Now in trouble, but gets it over to Larson, and she'll be fouled by Tobiasen. That'll be the 15th foul on the Cougars. Warriors have 5 team fouls as well. Over the top from Bacho, looking for Abigail Brown, and she'll draw the foul, sending the Warriors to the baseline. Getting great looks to Brown inside have the Warriors been. That's where they dominate, inside in the post. But if you give the shooters an opportunity, they will take advantage of it. But when they'll take the low-hanging fruit when they can get it. Here's Kramer now on the jumper. That'll miss, but rebounded by Brown. Puts up a shot, but won't go. And here come the Cougars looking to put on the pressure. Here's Coleman on the drive. That will miss. And here's Couture. Working off the defense. And timeout is taken by the Warriors. Looking to run out the remaining 90 seconds we have left in this game. Warriors continuing to have outstanding defense in this game. That has truly been the story. They've really put on a great show tonight. Keeping the Cougars honest and holding them to their second lowest total all season thus far, at least for now. And that is something hard to do against a team like the Cougars, currently third ranked in the OSAA. We'll see if they can keep it up and hold on. 90 more seconds we have. 41-31 is still the lead for the Warriors. Here's Larson kicking it into the corner. Sets a screen for Bacho. Over to Kramer. The Warriors looking to keep the clock moving. She's in a bind now, but here's Kramer on the drive. Kicks it up top. We'll see if the Cougars are going to try and foul here. And they get an inside look. And it'll be a foul on the Cougars. Well maintained, well job maintaining the ball for the Warriors there. Able to control the pace. And that'll send Abigail Brown to the line for 1-1 as the Cougars have reached bonus. That one will miss off the mark. And it'll be tipped off the hands of Kramer, making it Cougars ball with just under a minute to go. Federico. And that'll be tipped off the feet of Couture. Couture, as well, as I haven't mentioned much tonight, has also been great along with Bacho at the top of the key in that defensive trap the Warriors have going. Forcing ball pressure and forcing the Cougars to force things inside where Abigail Brown finishes strong. Here's Coleman now on the, Tobiasen for three, but she'll miss that one. And Couture will take things over. Crossover now behind the back over to Bacho now. She'll try and keep it in bounds. Inside is Brown. We'll kick it over to Couture, but that one will be thrown away out of bounds. And here come the Cougars. Uptown is Tobiasen. She'll hit that last shot, but this game is all but a wrap. And here, as the clock is winding down, the Warriors will win this one 41-34 over their league longtime rivals. 41-34 is the final. Warriors win this one. Huge win for this girls basketball team as they now improve to 7-2 on the year and will maintain their spot atop the OSAA ranks. Great game for the Warriors and huge win to start off conference play against an incredible league opponent. These two will not square off again until they face off in the 1st of February. But huge win for the Warriors to start this league play. And we will now see if the boys can replicate the same success. I'll see you all in about 20 minutes with the boys game. Hope you all enjoyed. See you soon for the boys.